Stakes, 6 furlongs the trip. Hand on the side from First Approach, who appears to have maybe just broken out the back of the stall there. I think First Approach, oh, and coming out. So they're going to go with, well, I'm pretty sure, well, let's see exactly what they're doing, to be honest. Are they going to reload? I'm not sure what caused it. There's some discussions back in the saddle and come out the front, so First Approach just got to seem to get a bit tangled up. There's a little bit of inspection going on, but going to be trotted up, which is exactly the right thing to. And where First Approach potentially goes, I mean, I presume he's in as a pacemaker at this price. No, nay, never, and I'm sure he's going to take any part, but he's stall 9. Where he goes might be interesting. So all set then for the Tattersalls Middle Park, Group 1. And they're off and racing. And they all jump out pretty well. Oh, and there's check there, big check for Wise Approach. I think he got squeezed there, but he lost his footing. And out the stalls, 5 ways over on the far side, and Wise Approach is right at the back. First Approach, and over on the far side, Elitany. So out in the lead, running keenly. 5 ways has the advantage. First Approach is going to try and tow up the Coolmore trio. In 3rd place is Elitany. Then in 4th races Brussels. 5th place in the blue and white for the Publican Sun. Then Kansas, Havana Hurricane. Koppel held up today. And last of all, after the incident at the start, is Wise Approach. So First Approach it is, who now moves through to lead this bigger group, pursued by Brussels. Then Kansas, being taken towards the centre is Wise Approach. Koppel being gathered up on the near side, and the Publican Sun moving forward as well. So they make their way into the dip over on the left-hand side. 5 ways still seems to have the advantage from Brussels. Wise Approach is now challenging over on the far side. It's been all over the course. Koppel on the near side, straighter and truer. It's Brussels who hits the front. Wise Approach over on the far side has run an amazing race to get into this position. Then Koppel on the near side. Wise Approach, a dramatic win in the Middle Park. Stumbled at the start, switched, and still good enough to win. William Buick and Charlie Appleby. Wise Approach it is who wins, beating Brussels and Koppel in a photo for 2nd. Possibly just favour Brussels in that, but it is close between those two. Top of their heads, yeah, maybe just Brussels ahead of Koppel. 4th place for 5 ways and Kansas. I'm not sure whether it was a squeeze at the start or just a stumble of Wise Approach's own volition, but that is one of the most amazing Group 1 relatively narrow margin victories I think I've seen, because Wise Approach clearly covered more ground than anything else, clearly got away worse than anyone else, and clearly was the best horse by anything else.
Goodness me, relief for Will Buick. I imagine the overriding emotion, a remarkable performance. So, Jason, let's go back to the start. What do you think happened?
Yeah, well, I think that the horse drawn in stall number 9, which was First Approach, I think he jumped right-handed, and I'm afraid that also, yes, the horse on the right-hand side of the Publican Sun came across, so Brussels came across onto Oisin Murphy as well, makes him come backwards into William Buick's lap there. Ooh. That little, and he was lucky that he didn't really clip heels with him, more of a rub against his leg, if you like.
You can see it from the head on here how much he got totally wiped out, really. He had no room to put his feet down. He has obviously caught the edge of that heel and tripped. I mean, they've done well to remain in partnership, really, and William Buick was hoping for a change of luck since yesterday, and I imagine as the gates opened he thought, my luck is not changing today, but as it unfolded, it really changed. And
well, here you go. We were talking about track position and where you needed to be. Koppel is making a massive run down against this stand-side rail. Brussels has set sail for home. You think he's going to hold on where he is, and he starts to come up for air. And Williams, straight and true down the centre. He was tenacious, wasn't he, to respond all the way up there. A little bit like Shadow of Light when he managed to win here.
If you back the horse down to 11-8, what were you thinking early in the race? He actually touched 16-1 in the run, but look at him on the far left here. This had a bit of a wow factor about it.
It did, and that turn of foot he showed was really impressive. And I actually, because of what happened at the start, the hold-up tactics probably were no harm in the end. He's had to challenge a bit later on, but Clark of the course is going to be happy. No track bias.
There we go.
That's very true. Getting quotes of 10-1 for the Commonwealth Cup. What on earth was the jockey thinking early on, Matt?
Oh, Ed, quite extraordinary. One thing we know is he was much the best, but William, from your point of view, what happened at the start?
Well, the horses that were on either side of him, I think they're just no fault of anyone. They just ran came across him a little bit and he caught a heel. So look, he just stumbled, and then we were where we were. But the plan was always to ride him cold. You know, Charlie gave me the confidence before the race to, you know, ride him cool and get there late. So we did that, and he's had the ability to do it. It's not an easy track to do that at, because, you know, momentum is key, and I thought if they end up going over to the stand side, I'll never get going again if I get held up. So I went where I could get one clear run at them, and look, he showed there what a decent horse he is. So very, very pleasing performance.
When you're a rider and that happens, do you say a couple of expletives to yourself after 10 yards? I mean, what goes through your head at that stage in a Group 1 race, which is so important for so many different reasons?
Yeah, no, exactly. You just have to adapt, get the horse comfortable first, which he did, to be honest with you. He got comfortable quite quickly, and then I had to make decisions as I went along. So, you know, the plan was always to get there late, which he has done. He just got a bit lonely in front, but, you know, much the best on the day.
And you've won this race on very fast horses, Dream Ahead, Shadow of Light last year. Is this an out-and-out sprinter? I mean, this time, next year, would you be thinking Royal Ascot, Commonwealth Cup, that kind of horse?
I would, yeah, I would. I think he's bred to be fast. He is fast, and he's got a great gear change. So yeah, got a lot of quality. He's a beautiful-looking horse, you know, strong horse, strong 2-year-old. And plenty to look forward to for next year with him, you'd imagine.
And just finally, William, on Instagram earlier, you put up a picture of you riding, well, a picture of you, because 19 years ago to the day, I think, today, you rode your first winner. It's nice to have a Group 1 19 years on.
Yes, absolutely. 19 years, I couldn't quite believe it when someone flagged it up to me. So fantastic, it's been a great journey. Privileged to be in the position I'm in, the horses I ride, the horses I've ridden, the job I'm in. And, you know, I love the sport. I love riding horses, and long may that continue.
And the sport loves you. Well done, Will.
He was heavily back late. He was weak earlier on today, sort of opening showtime wise approach. And then there was that late plunge down to 11-8. Then that worry early in the race. On times, Jason, as we see the SP of 11-8, Brussels was second at 9-1. The Stewards' inquiry involves a second and third. That's what they're looking into there. They came close together towards the end. The middle part, Jason, was half a second slower as we see the head on. Let's have a look at the second and third, Brussels and Koppel first, Jason. Will they turn this round?
Well, look, he